Today we're talking about something that can truly make or break a collection. Colors. Hi everyone, welcome back to Dorothy's Diary. Choosing your color palette isn't just about what looks good, it's about strategy, identity, and understanding your customer. Because you pick a single swatch and ask yourself, who is this collection for? What are they wearing those clothes for? In which country? What is the climate? What is their lifestyle? And most importantly, what season are you designing for? If your customer is in a hot climate, your tones might lean lighter, softer, or sun-faded. But if you're designing for autumn in Northern Europe, think warmth, depth, and layering potential. And if your customer is a 20 years old something that works in a creative job, you might lean into bold contrast and offbeat pairings. But if your brand is all about minimalism and quiet luxury, you need to go more towards the muted tones like olive, oatmeal, white, grey, and so on and so on. Then comes the balance. Even if you love color, be mindful of how many you use. I usually recommend 2 hero colors, 1 neutral base color and 1 seasonal accent color, and that's it. This helps to keep the fabric sourcing in control, it keeps style consistency in the collection, and makes it also much easier for production and sourcing and so on and so on. So you don't have to have your collection look like a rainbow with no direction, unless of course that's your brand message. So here's a tip: inspiration from real life. Architecture, art galleries, old films, anything that kind of is used in the real life is going to give you a little bit of inspiration about how to create your collection. Create your own visual rhythm before locking in the tones. And when in doubt, test the colors together and do mock-ups on croquis, sketches, or just look at them how they behave together in different skin tones and different lighting. And then you're gonna make a decision after you've tried it, doing a little bit of trial and error. Don't just jump into making a big decision, because when you select the color and it goes into production, it's very difficult to pull that back, because then the fabric has been dyed in that color, then the threads have been purchased, the buttons have been purchased too much. That's all. It's really important to make the right decision. So it's definitely not something that you want to rush. Remember, color isn't about decoration, it is a language. It tells your customer how to feel. It signals what your brand stands for, whether it's playful, safe, elevated, bold, or serene. So start with your customer always. Consider the lifestyles, the season, and the emotional tone that you want to create in your collection, and let the colors do the talking. Let me know in the comments how you build your color palettes for your designs. Do you start with your own tone, or you build around it and create a story first and match shades to that? And as always, dream, inspire, design.